Jeremiah chapter 52. Zedekiah ascended to the throne at the age of 21, reigning for 11 years in Jerusalem. His mother was Hamutal, the daughter of Jeremiah from the town of Libnah. Regrettably, Zedekiah followed the path of evil in the sight of the Lord, much like his predecessor Jehoiakim. Due to the Lord's anger, Jerusalem and Judah experienced suffering until they were cast away from his presence, largely because Zedekiah rebelled against the king of Babylon. In the 9th year of Zedekiah's reign, on the 10th day of the 10th month, Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, arrived with his entire army and besieged Jerusalem. They constructed forts around the city. The siege of the city persisted until the 11th year of King Zedekiah. By the 4th month, on the 9th day, the famine in the city had become severe, with no bread available for the people. Subsequently, the city's defenses were breached. The warriors fled from the city under the cover of night through the gate located between the two walls, near the king's garden. The Chaldean army encircled the city at that time. The Chaldean forces pursued the king and captured Zedekiah on the plains of Jericho. His entire army scattered. Zedekiah was then taken to Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, in Riblah, in the land of Hamath, where judgment was passed upon him. In the presence of Zedekiah, the king of Babylon executed Zedekiah's sons. Furthermore, all the princes of Judah met a similar fate in Riblah. Zedekiah's eyes were gouged out, and he was bound in chains, then transported to Babylon, where he remained imprisoned until his death. In the 19th year of Nebuchadnezzar, on the 10th day of the 5th month, Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard serving the king of Babylon, entered Jerusalem. He proceeded to burn down the house of the Lord, the king's palace, and all the houses in Jerusalem, including those of the prominent figures. The entire Chaldean army, under the command of the captain of the guard, demolished the city walls. Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, took captive some of the poor among the people and those who remained in the city, as well as those who had defected to the king of Babylon, and the rest of the population. However, he left some of the poorest inhabitants of the land to work as vinedressers and farmers. The Chaldeans dismantled the bronze pillars in the house of the Lord, along with the bronze stands and the bronze sea. All the bronze articles were taken to Babylon. They also confiscated various utensils used for temple service, including basins, fire pans, bowls, cauldrons, lampstands, spoons, and cups, made of gold and silver. The Chaldeans dismantled the 2 bronze pillars, the 1 sea, and the 12 bronze bowls beneath the stands. These were originally crafted by King Solomon for the house of the Lord. The bronze from these items had no measured weight. Each pillar was 18 cubits in height, with a 12-cubit circumference and a 4-finger thickness. They were hollow, and each had a bronze capital 5 cubits high, adorned with a network and pomegranates, all made of bronze. The second pillar was identical to the first. Each pillar had 96 pomegranates, for a total of 100 surrounding the network. Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, took Sariah the chief priest, Zephaniah the second priest, and the 3 doorkeepers. He also seized from the city an eunuch who had been in charge of the men of war, 7 men who were near the king's presence, and the principal scribe of the army, who mustered the people of the land. Additionally, he took 60 men from the people of the land who were found in the city. Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, then brought them to the king of Babylon at Riblah. The king of Babylon executed them in Riblah in the land of Hamath. This marked the beginning of Judah's exile from their own land. The Babylonian captivity included 3,000 Jews in the 7th year, 832 in the 18th year, and 745 in the 23rd year of Nebuchadnezzar's reign, amounting to a total of 4,600 people. In the 37th year of the captivity of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, on the 25th day of the 12th month, Evil-merodach, the king of Babylon, in the 1st year of his reign, showed kindness to Jehoiakim, king of Judah. He released Jehoiakim from prison, spoke kindly to him, and elevated his status above other captive kings in Babylon. Evil-merodach also provided Jehoiakim with new clothes and allowed him to dine regularly in his presence for the rest of his life. Jehoiakim received a daily portion of food from the king of Babylon as long as he lived.